A dead chat happens to everyone, even established streamers with hundreds of viewers. Here are some ways to continue to be engaging, even when there's no one to chat to. Narrate your gameplay or activity and explain why you're doing what you're doing. This is the easiest thing to do to keep the conversation going, even when no one is actively chatting to you. Game choice plays a massive part in this. For example, I play a lot of Souls-likes, and they are quite complex games. It is super easy for me to go off on a tangent about what weapon I'm using, or what I'm looking for, the build that I'm running, what items I'd like to find, or even speculating and predicting what boss I think might be in the area if it's a first playthrough. If you're playing a new game that you're not necessarily an expert in, then explain your learning process or what skills you're hoping to learn from the game you're playing. And always pose questions to the chat, even if no one answers. There's a potential that you'll spark a response from someone lurking who might be able to help you out or answer your question. The biggest mistake I see from smaller streamers without a ton of experience is when someone new comes in and says, "Hey, how are you?" They answer with a simple, "Good, thanks." This puts the ownership on the viewer to continue the conversation when really it's on you as the streamer. When you are prompted by someone in the chat, go into detail about whatever it is that they asked you and always follow with a question back to them. A simple "how are you" could give you a ton to talk about. Talk about what you've been up to this week, how your stream's going, how you're feeling, if you've had any funny anecdotes happen to you, and don't forget to ask them how they are. If you are really struggling, don't be afraid to take some notes into the stream of topics you can talk about. And remember, your chatter doesn't necessarily have to be relevant to whatever activity you're doing or whatever game you're playing. Just keep talking. But don't ever bring attention to the fact that the chat is dead or call out your lurkers. Honestly, there is nothing less engaging than tuning into a streamer when they don't talk for extended periods of time. And I don't want to put pressure on you, but just be aware that at any point in time, someone new could be lurking. But don't worry, you got this.